you smart or dumb? Today I'm going to ask you few very trivial questions, and you can test if you are smart or you are dumb. You should know 100% of them. If you are a regular watcher of this channel, you should be in top 1% of IQs. It's going to be very easy, very relaxing, and of course, if you don't want to participate, you can just close your eyes and shut your brain off. Nobody is going to judge you. So let's start. We have the first block, 9 questions or 10, I think. Geography, physical attributes. So geography. Question number 1, which is type of ABCD. You will see there are many types of questions. Which is the largest ocean on Earth? And you have 4 options. A, Atlantic Ocean. B, Indian Ocean. Indian Ocean. C, Pacific Ocean. And D, Arctic Ocean. So which ocean is the biggest? Atlantic, Indian, Pacific or Arctic? And the right answer is of course Pacific Ocean. It's the largest ocean and is larger than Earth's total land area. Interesting fact, fun fact. Which continent is the Sahara Desert located in? In which continent is Sahara Desert? One of the biggest deserts. Hot desert. It's the biggest hot desert. So Asia, Africa, South America or Australia? Asia, Africa, South America or Australia? And it is of course Africa. Africa. If you knew that, good job. You are doing great. Next one. What is the capital city of France? France, where they eat baguettes. They have that Eiffel Tower. So, what is the capital city of this European country? And it's A, London, B, Berlin, C, Rome, or D, Paris? London, Berlin, Rome, or Paris? It's of course Paris. And it's the capital and the largest city, as it often is. What is the highest mountain in the world above sea level? No ABCD anymore. No ABCD. So what is the highest mountain in the world above sea level? And it's Mount Everest. It's 8,848.86 meters, or in freedom units, 29,031.7 feet. So for people that like feet, that have feet fetish, it's 29,000. So I know why so many people go there. Number 5. How many continents are widely recognized by convention in the English-speaking world? How many continents we have in English-speaking world? In Western world, how many we recognize? And it's 7. Asia, Africa, North America, South America, Antarctica, Europe and Australia. Which country has the largest land area in the world? Which country has the largest land area in the world? And wants to be bigger every year. And that's Russia. Russia is the largest country by total area. Most of that is Siberia and other places that are not very much inhabited, but it's big. Is the length of the equator over or under 20,000 miles? Is the length of the equator over or under? This is another type that I thought would be fun to go over under. So we have 50-50. So is equator longer or shorter than 20,000 miles? 20,000 miles. So that's about how many kilometers? How many kilometers? 36,000 kilometers. Is it over or under? And it's over. It's 24,901.461 miles, or 40,075 kilometers. Yeah, interesting. Now, question number 8. Now you are going to sort things. So, sort these land masses by size from largest to smallest. And I have 3. Australia, Asia and Africa. Australia, Asia and Africa. And you have to sort them by size. So what is largest and what is smallest? Think about it. For a second. And it's, of course, Asia, Africa, and then Australia. Asia, Africa, Australia. Quite easy. And the last one, we have match the landmark to its country. So I'm going to tell you 4 landmarks and 4 countries, and you have to match them. So Statue of Liberty, Great Pyramids, Taj Mahal, and Eiffel Tower. And the countries are Egypt, France, USA, and India. So we have landmarks: Statue of Liberty, Great Pyramids, Taj Mahal, Eiffel Tower. And the countries are Egypt, France, USA, and India. You probably don't even need that other side. And that's, of course, Statue of Liberty is USA, Great Pyramids is Egypt, Taj Mahal is India, and Eiffel Tower is France. So that's block number 1. You did great, you did spectacular, you did fantastic and bombastic. Great. So now let's move to block number 2, which is early history, origins. Who is credited with discovering the Americas in 1492 for Europe? So A. Marco Polo, B. Christopher Columbus, C. Leif Erikson, D. Ferdinand Magellan. So A. Marco Polo, B. Christopher Columbus, C. Leif Erikson, and D. Ferdinand Magellan. And of course B. Christopher Columbus. They have Columbus Day, and many Americans like saying, no, we don't want Columbus Day, you will have Columbus Day. Okay, what was Christopher Columbus actually? And I have there Vikings arrived earlier, but Columbus's voyage triggered sustained European exploration and colonization. I'm now playing EU5, but I don't have time for that too much. I would love to, I never get to that part. I want to play Bohemia because it's my beloved country. And we never colonize anybody because we don't have sea. Too bad. Maybe in next 1,000 years we will get a chance. Number 2. Which ancient civilization built the pyramids of Giza? We already had that one, so if you did a little bit of focus, you know that. So it was the Romans. It's like a little bit confusing. The Mayans, the Egyptians, and the Greeks. And it was, of course, the Egyptians, and it was built as tombs for pharaohs. Pharaoh, which was like king, let's say, emperor, Führer, I would say, who was the first president of the United States. Thomas Jefferson, Abraham Lincoln, Abraham Lincoln, I would say like that, Benjamin Franklin, or George Washington, or if you saw that cute cartoon, George Washing Machine, George Washington. So Thomas Jefferson, Abraham Lincoln, Benjamin Franklin, or George Washington. And it was of course George Washington, first US president, 1789 to 1797. So he had 8 years, only 2 terms, unlike Trump, who is going to have 4 terms. No, he's not. Number 4. In Greek mythology, who is the king of the gods? Who is the king of the gods? No hints for you. You have to know that. And it's Zeus. Chief Olympian god associated with sky and thunder and lots of sex. Yeah. What massive structure was built in China to help defend against northern incursions? And it still holds, it still exists. It was built in China to defend from northern incursions, Mongols and Russians probably, but it was like for Mongols. Yeah, definitely. And it was the Great Wall of China, wonder, basically. Yeah, it is wonder. A long series of fortifications built and expanded across centuries. Which language was spoken by the ancient Romans? So what language ancient Romans spoke? And it's still used today in one country as official language and in some scientific texts, but it's probably getting replaced by English a lot. And it's Latin, Old Latin, official language of Rome, ancestors of Roman languages. Yeah. Next, now you have to guess over or under. Was Julius Caesar assassinated over or under the year 100 AD after Deus? So was Julius Caesar assassinated over or under the year 100 AD? It was under. He was actually assassinated in 44 BC, before Common Era. BC, so before the birth of Jesus. Is it birth? Yeah. So before that, isn't that crazy? Like, that's like crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. Like only 1,000 years ago, when my town was established, it was just halfway between now and assassination of Julius Caesar. Not crazy. I have to think about that. Sort these historical ages chronologically, so oldest to newest, and we have Iron Age, Stone Age, and Bronze Age. Iron Age, Stone Age, and Bronze Age. And of course, stone, bronze, iron. Yeah, stone, bronze, iron, that was easy. If you like this quiz, don't forget to subscribe and like. It very helps the channel. And if you want more from the channel, consider joining and becoming a member. It helps a lot. I cannot put mid-roll ads into videos, so it doesn't make that much. So getting like 1-2 euros per month, it really adds up. If everybody did that, I could create the studio that I want for a very long time. So just a little plug to the Iron Age. And the last one, match the historical title to the civilization. So we have Pharaoh, Emperor, Shogun, and Tsar. And we have Japan, Russia, Egypt, and Rome. So we have Japan, Russia, Egypt, and Rome. And titles are Pharaoh, Emperor, Shogun, and Tsar. And it's of course how it went. Pharaoh is Egypt, Emperor is Japan, Emperor is Rome, Roman Emperor, Shogun is Japan, and Tsar is Russia, Russian Tsar. Yeah, I should do a video about the Russian monarchy too. I would love to do a video about everything, but you know. Number 3, modern history, recent developments. Who was the first human to walk on the moon? Who was the first human? Buzz Aldrin, Yuri Gagarin, Neil Armstrong, or the Michael Collins? We had it in the last quiz too, so if you are a regular watcher, you already know this one. So Buzz Aldrin, Yuri Gagarin, Neil Armstrong, Michael Collins, and it's Neil Armstrong. First steps was on July 20, 1969. Nice. It was on Apollo 11. Number 2, in which year did World War II end? 1918, 1945, 1955, or 1963? So in what year it was? 1918, 1945, 1955, or 1963? It was 1945. Germany surrendered in May, and Japan in September 1945 by getting blown to smithereens. Number 3. Which famous ship sank in 1912 after hitting an iceberg? Not Heisenberg, iceberg. It was the Lusitania, the Titanic, the Queen Mary, or the Bismarck. The Lusitania, the Titanic, the Queen Mary, or the Bismarck. And it was the Titanic. Thank God it's maiden voyage. Yeah. Number 4. Which wall fell in 1989, symbolizing the end of the Cold War? So which wall fell in 1989, symbolizing the end of the Cold War? And it's named by one capital city, and it's the Berlin Wall. Berlin Wall and German reunification. Number 5. Who was the Prime Minister of the UK? UK during most of World War II was the name of UK Prime Minister during the most of World War II. And it was Winston Churchill. Winston Churchill. Being from May 1940 through most of the war. Number 6. What event began in 1914 and is known as the Great War? It's not known. Back in the day they called it Great War. We call it different now because we had greater wars. And it was World War I, 1914 to 1918, so 4 years of just battling. Number 7. Was the Declaration of Independence signed over or under the year 1800? So when was somebody definitely knows the exact date. So was it under or over 1800? And it was under. It was adopted July 4th, 1776. Signing mostly followed later. Number 8. Sort these events chronologically. A. The invention, proposal of the World Wide Web, like internet. B. The Wright brothers' first flight. And C. The moon landing. So what was first and what was last? So invention of World Wide Web, the Wright brothers' first flight, and C. The moon landing. And it was of course the Wright brothers' first flight, which was in 1903. So like 120 years ago was first flight. And if you look at it, 1903 was first flight, and in World War I you already had like planes. Then moon landing, 1969 we already thought, and World Wide Web was 1989. So Web is only 2 years older than me. Insane. And number 9. What more match the inventor to the invention? So A. Thomas Edison, Alexander Graham Bell, Wright brothers, and Henry Ford. And the inventions are telephone, airplane, light bulb, commercial one, and assembly line car. So Thomas Edison, Alexander Graham Bell, Wright brothers, and Henry Ford. So and the right answer is Thomas Edison invented light bulb. Alexander Graham Bell invented telephone. Wright brothers, as was stated before, that was like a hint, was airplane, and Henry Ford invented assembly line car made on cars. Number 4, culture, terminology and lifestyle. What is the primary ingredient in the dip guacamole? Guacamole. A. Tomato. B. Avocado. Avocado. Avocado, I think. C. Onion. Or D. Spinach. So tomato, avocado, onion, or spinach. And it's avocado. Mexican dip. I should eat more avocados. I never actually had avocado. It's very expensive, but now I am on like a huge diet and I don't have enough fats. And I always like it pops. You should get avocado. I don't have money for that. Number 2, which color is universally used on traffic lights to mean stop? stop. Don't do it. Green, yellow, red, or blue. And it's like my name. Redsaphir, red. Red. Sapphire is blue, but I'm a Redsaphir. Or that's not sapphire, that's sapphire. It's like I invented this when I was like 11, so don't judge me. Number 3. What is the most widely spoken language in Spain? That's a very hard question. A. Portuguese. B. French. C. Italian. Or D. Spanish. That's of course Spanish or Castilian is the main native language nationwide. Spanish. What holiday is celebrated on December 25th in Western 25th? I mean 25th in Western culture. What holiday? And it's wait, little intermezzo. Who doesn't food? It's Christmas, yeah. Was it good? Was it worth it? Yeah. It's Christmas. Christmas national holiday, widely celebrated. Number 5. What is the term for a meal eaten in the morning? What is the name for the meal eaten in the morning? And it's breakfast or brekkie in Australia. I think they call it brekkie. Number 6. Which domestic animal is known for saying meow? Meow. I don't have these ears, but many of you would love me to get them. I'm pretty sure it's cat. I should make the makeup that they had in the Cats musical to creep you out. Like number 7 is a standard dozen over or under 10. Dozen, is it over or under 10? And it's over because dozen is 12, so dozen x is 12x. Sort these meals by the time of day they are usually eaten. So this is very like this should like send you right to sleep. So dinner, breakfast, or and lunch. So sort them by time it's eaten. You eat them. So dinner, breakfast, lunch. So think about it. Very hard. It's very hard. And it's breakfast, lunch, dinner. Wow. Insane. Incredible. Good job. Now match the sport to the equipment. So we have tennis, baseball, golf, and hockey. So we have tennis, baseball, golf, and hockey. And the equipment is bat, racket, puck, and club. Bat, racket, puck, and club. So tennis is racket. Tennis racket, you can see it every time they don't win. They are breaking them on the field, on the tennis court. Which was baseball, is bat. Not like Batman bat, like not like actual bat using echolocation, but bat like what you use to strike. Number C, golf. We have clubbing. If you go clubbing, no, clubbing, that's a different thing. Redsaphir, are you insane? And and hockey is puck, little black puck. And the last block, number 5, modern status and trivia. What does www stand in? For website address, we already had that again. So World Wide Web, World Web Wide, Wide Web World, or Web worldwide. World Wide Web. World Web Wide. Wide Web World. Or Web Worldwide. It even rhymes. And it's of course World Wide Web. Perfect. Number 2. Which technology company introduces the iPhone? Is it Samsung, Microsoft, Apple, or Google? Samsung, Microsoft, Apple, or Google? And it's Apple. And it was first released in 2007. So it's, oh my god, that's like 20 years ago. I remember that. It's less than 20 years ago, but I remember that. That's insane. What is the currency used in the United Kingdom? In United Kingdom. A. Euro. B. Dollar. C. Yen. Or D. Pound sterling. Euro, dollar, yen, or pound sterling. And it's British pound. Yeah. Pound sterling, not the euro. Number 4. Which search engine is the most used in the world? You have to guess. It's not DuckDuckGo. Is it even search engine? But now with AI it's getting all like mixed up a bit. And it's Google search. Now everything is AI, so it's probably going to change. But yeah. 90% of search market is owned by Google. What social media platform formerly had a blue bird as its logo? Which social media platform had blue bird? And it was Twitter, now X, owned by Elon Musk. Which streaming service is known for its red N-word logo and to-do sound? So which streaming service is known for its red logo and to-do sound? It bought like whole Paramount. It's like what's happening? Everything. I don't even know. Like DC coming, they bought everything. It's Netflix. That's going to be like insane. Is the number of players on a standard soccer team on the field, or the true football, over or under 5? So is the number of players on a standard soccer team on the field over or under 5? And it's over. It's 11%, of course. Number 8. Sort these media formats by when they were most popular. So A. Streaming, B. VHS tape, and C. DVD. Streaming, VHS tape, and DVD. And it's VHS tape. I still remember those. DVDs and then streaming. DVDs were such a like game changer. You could like, you don't have to rewind the cassette. You know, you had to put it inside and rewind, and it took like 5 minutes to go on the start, and that was insane. But now, like, I would love to get my tape recorder. It's so expensive now. I had it. Like that would be like record ASMR on tape recorder. That would be nice. Like it had different. It just sounded different. And number 9, match the brand to the product. A. Nike we say Nike, somebody says Nike, somebody says Nike. B. Coca-Cola. C. McDonald's. And D. Microsoft. And the products are Big Mac, Windows, sneakers, and soda. So Big Mac, Windows, sneakers, and soda. So Nike is sneakers, Coca-Cola is soda, McDonald's is Big Mac, and Microsoft is Windows operating system. So I hope you liked that quiz. That was easy one. Now I have one prepared for Poland in this same style, and I would like to go over countries that you suggest down in the comments. So if you are still awake, if you are still conscious, let me know down in the comments, and I will try to make quizzes about that. Anyway, I wish you a good night. You can check my other videos if you are not sleeping yet. I will see you next time.